Welcome in. Come on in. I'm Jay, your host. We have a lot of buzz going on the last couple of days in Tennessee. Human remains were found Thursday, July 4th in Hendersonville. They were identified as 17-year-old Trinity Bostic of Macon County. Trinity was reported missing June 29th. The public was not notified of Trinity's disappearance until after her body was found. And if you go on Facebook, there is outrage. And that's interesting because I actually, as soon as I heard about her remains, I had no idea she was missing. And so I was looking through articles, and I'll tell you all about that in a second. We're also going to go ahead and get into this beautiful little girl's obituary. And the sheriff did come out today with an explanation as to why the public was not notified Trinity was missing. Okay. Sadly, this is the second daughter the parents have lost. Just absolutely heartbreaking. And today, an arrest was made for Trinity's killer. So we'll be covering that. Hang tight. Also, we will be talking about Sebastian Rogers. Where is Sebastian Rogers? Sebastian Rogers is still missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And besides both locations being in Hendersonville, they also have in common that their cases were treated as runaways rather than missing children. We know in Sebastian's case, this contaminated allegedly the crime scene where he disappeared from. Well, Trinity's sister is very upset that it was not treated as a missing persons case, but a runaway. She wants Tennessee legislation changed so this stops. She's just outraged about it. So, to the Bostic family, we here at Crime Time Buzz, we are sending prayers, thoughts, and good vibes during this tragic time of loss and heartbreak. So there's a lot to unwrap, and let's go ahead and get to it. This is Crime Time Buzz. Thank you so much for being here. This is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as fact, but speculation, theory, and my opinion. Let's start with Trinity Bostic. On July 3rd, Hendersonville, Tennessee police were directed to human remains found in a small wood line near Vietnam Veterans Boulevard at New Shackle Island Road in Hendersonville. Very close to Sebastian's house, right? We know that name of that road. Well, I looked. It's only 4.4 miles south on Shackle Island Road from where Sebastian Rogers' house is. He was reported missing on February 26th from Hendersonville. The remains were not Sebastian's. They were identified and are Trinity Bostic's. She is 17 years old. Trinity was reported missing on June 29th in Macon County, which is about 45 minutes approximately. I checked from where her body was found. She was found on the side of a road, friends. How did Trinity's body end up on the side of a road in Hendersonville? Well, we're going to talk about that. Her remains were found by a Tennessee Department of Transportation subcontract worker while he was picking up trash along the roadway. That's just terrible. Police believed right away that foul play was involved. So, and the good news is they have made an arrest, and the 17-year-old is in a detention center in Sumner County. Okay, so there's interesting facts about Trinity's missing person case. And I would say mysterious, and I should say mysterious, but it seems like whenever we have our Tennessee cases, there's always something that's odd, weird, mysterious. So here's what it is for Trinity's case. As soon as I saw her remains were found, like I told you, I went looking for information. Why didn't I know she was missing? Okay, I searched everywhere to learn the details around her disappearance. Nothing, crickets. Okay, we did not hear of Trinity until after she was found deceased and identified. Okay, so she was not listed on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's website under active missing child alerts, and she was not on TBI's list of Tennessee's missing children. And then I went to Facebook to Hendersonville Police Department. She was not on their Facebook page, no mention of her missing, and not even that she had been found as of last night. Nothing. No articles, nothing. Okay. Mason County Sheriff Joey Wilburn is responding to the public's outrage about this, and he gives an explanation, and I'm going to share that with you. Okay, this is credit to Macon County Times on Facebook. We just spoke with Macon County Sheriff Joey Wilburn. He understands that people have questions, and he was willing to share why there was no post initially regarding the then missing teen Trinity Bostic. Here's his quote: "A lot of it had to do with all of the information we had at the time," said Wilburn. "Upon being notified of her running away, we were quickly able to locate her whereabouts outside of Macon County. At that time, we put all of our efforts into assisting agencies in locating her. Making a local Facebook notification wouldn't help due to the fact that we already knew she was outside the county." Okay, well, let's pause there. We all know the minute we see those, we share them all over the country world. So it would have helped because it would have went everywhere. It wouldn't have just stayed right in Macon County. We all share it. That was our reasoning for not making any local posts. We were actively pursuing that she was already outside of the county. Nobody wins in situations like this. Well, that's true. It's a tragedy all the way around. As of right now, that is all that can be shared due to possibly jeopardizing the ongoing investigation. So, what do you think, friends? At the end of the video, drop a comment about what you think about the sheriff's explanation as to why the public did not get a bolo or an alert. Interesting. So, an arrest was made today for Trinity's killer, 17-year-old male from Westmoreland, Tennessee. And like I said, he is in Sumner County Detention Center facing first-degree murder charges. And they have not released his identity, but we know that because he's a minor. So here is Miss Trinity Bostic's obituary. Very sad. Age 17, from Lafayette, Tennessee, Miss Trinity Bostic passed away Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. Trinity was born on February 14th. Oh, she's a Valentine baby. 2007 in Gallatin, Tennessee, to Timothy Bostic and Shelby May. She is preceded in death by her sister, Michelle Wilson. How heartbreaking for those parents to lose two daughters. Her paternal grandparents, John and Nelda Bostic. So two daughters. That's just so sad. So much going on in this story in such a short time. Her body was found on the side of the road. The public was not notified she was missing until after her body was found. She was missing as she was reported as a runaway, not treated as a missing child. And her killer is now in a detention center in Sumner County because he is 17 years old. Wow. And if Hendersonville sounds familiar to you, that's because it should. That is where 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers went missing from 132 days ago. We are still looking for him. There is no trace of him. He allegedly walked out of his house in the night. No established timeline at this point either, in my opinion, other than the last proof of life footage from Sunday, February 25th of Sebastian leaving Henderson, Texas Roadhouse after dinner with his mother, Katie Proudfoot. Sebastian is 15, high functioning autistic, wears glasses, has brown hair and brown eyes. There is an active Amber Alert for Sebastian. He loves cats and snakes. He loves his Switch, which he left at home, by the way, along with his cell phone. He enjoys video games, fishing, and loves going to Mary's Magical Place, a huge playground park for kids, people on the spectrum, along with other challenges or disabilities. The case has become very high profile, and the world is following Sebastian's disappearance. He has captured our hearts. And as you know, I'm traveling and I have been wearing my Have You Seen Me t-shirt that Sebastian's dad wears, Seth. It is, like Seth said, a walking billboard. We need to keep his name out there any way we can. Share his story if you would. Pass out a flyer, post a flyer. Go to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children, print a missing poster, talk about him. Let's keep his name out there. I contacted the National Center for Missing and Exploiting Children's media team because the missing poster says his missing date is February 25th, and that's when he was last seen, and yet the Amber Alert says February 25th missing and last seen, 26, excuse me. So I told them they had two conflicting dates going on. I got a response immediately saying they were going to check into it and get back to me by end of day. Nothing. Crickets. I followed up 7 times and they have not gotten back to me and still have not adjusted this issue. Justice for Sebastian, please put green hearts in the comments for our Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Prayers up for him. And also, let's put some hearts in there for Miss Trinity Bostic. Rest in peace, sweet girl. Oh, very sad. So Trinity was reported missing June 29th. No bolo alert to the public. She was found July 4th. Her obituary says she was deceased July 3rd. So 5 days missing, and a subcontractor found her on the side of the road. Sebastian has not been found in 132 days, and he is still missing. Be sure you hit that notification bell because we are going to be covering 2 other cases in Tennessee. So you don't want to miss this coverage on 2 young females missing from Kingsport, Tennessee, Layla Santinello, 21, and Holland Snap, 19. They lived fairly close to each other. Their social circles crossed, their moms say, although they did not know each other. And they went missing within a few months of each other. Coincidence? Well, we will see. We're going to dive in. If Kingsport sounds familiar to you, that may be because that is very close to where Summer Wells disappeared from her home on June 15th, 2021, over 3 years ago from the Beach Creek area of Rogersville, Tennessee. Also without a trace, in broad daylight, no clues. We, of course, will be discussing Summer as well. What is going on with Tennessee, friends? They're not finding the missing, it seems, unless they are found within the first couple of days or someone else finds them and leads law enforcement to the body or location. Calls it in like Trinity was found. Let's talk about it. Drop me a comment. Please stay safe. Keep your loved ones close. And it's great to be back. And thank you for being here. Talk soon, friends.